Hey Aries, this is going to be your Will We Be Together reading for March. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Aries. If it does resonate with you, wonderful. But if it does not, please feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I'll leave a timestamp in the comments section below for when the reading actually begins. I've gone ahead and shuffled the deck for both of the partners that are involved. I just haven't cut the deck yet. So just to try to cut down on the time just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get these decks cut and jump right into it. All right, Aries? All right, so let's start with this one. Clear and concise message for Aries. What's going on with this partner? Okay. What's going on with this partner, please? A clear and concise message for Aries, please. Okay. And what's the future of the relationship between these two, please? All right, Aries, let's jump into this. I want to say right off the bat, there are some signs that are extremely prevalent. You could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. They are here very, very strongly, as well as Pisces, Virgo, and Aries is also here strongly. But you also do have Earth and Fire here too. But air is what's predominant. So let's jump into it. I'm going to refer to this person as person A, this person as person B. So let's start here with person A. So let's talk about where they stand at the present, and it's the Six of Pentacles. I feel like for person A, right now, I feel like this person is a little bit confused, to be honest with you, because with the Six of Pentacles energy, I'm feeling like this person is torn between whether to give or receive. I feel like this person is trying to figure out exactly how much to give, because I feel like with this King of Swords coming in this position as what this person provided the relationship, I feel like this person was always extremely clear about what they wanted and expressed what they wanted very, very clearly in the context of the relationship. And this person always kind of knew either kind of the value of what they had to give or what they wanted from this relationship. And I feel like now this person is a little bit conflicted, because in the future, with where this person hopes to stand in the future, we have the Moon card. And the Moon card can talk about deception and lies and deceit and things like that. But it can also, for me, really speak of this person, about what you can't see. Something that's being hidden from you, something that's a little bit clear, something that's a little bit unclear, something that is almost like trapped in the fog, right? You can see it, but you're unsure of exactly what it is. Your vision's obstructed a little bit. And I feel like in the past where this person knew exactly what they wanted from this connection, now they're a little bit unsure. They're a little bit unsure of exactly how much to put in with this Six of Pentacles energy. Not sure exactly. I feel like this person, truthfully, I just feel like this person could be potentially pulling back a little bit, because although they knew exactly what they wanted, they're trying to kind of figure out exactly how much to give, because they don't want to be taken advantage of with this Moon card. And I feel like because they aren't sure of exactly what this connection is, they pulled back the amount that they're giving. They made the logical choice to do that. Now let's talk about person B over here, and where they kind of stand. So I feel like it's so interesting because, I mean, you could really be dealing with an air sign, or it's very prominent in their chart. Right now, this person presently stands as the King of Swords, right? So you can see the mirroring here. Whereas this person was always very clear in what they wanted. Now this person, it feels like this person has come to an understanding. And what's so interesting is I feel like there's a behavioral aspect to what's going on currently with this person, because I feel like in the past, for this person with the Six of Wands energy with these two cards, they're very different. These are very stern cards, I feel like, and very decisive cards. Whereas the Six of Wands is all about kind of victory, achievement, and being acknowledged. I feel like there's a slight bit of, I'll be honest with you, especially because you can see kind of the mirroring here. They both have sixes, both King of Swords. I feel like this person in particular wasn't giving as much in this connection. I feel like they were receiving a lot of attention, because when it talks about what they brought to the relationship being the Six of Wands, this gives me the energy of the kind of like, hey, I'm here. Love me, you know what I mean? Give me attention is kind of what it feels like. It feels like they didn't really give much, right? With the Six of Pentacles, that's a giving energy. The Six of Wands is a receiving energy, like they're receiving this adoration. So it feels like they weren't giving a lot into this connection in the past. They were almost enjoying the spoils of this connection, basking in all of the attention that they were receiving. But it feels like now someone's kind of come to some kind of realization here with the King of Swords, and what they're hoping for in the future. I feel like communication is what they're hoping for, especially with this where they are right now, having both of these cards. The other thing too is I feel like with this Queen of Swords energy, I feel like they're clear in what there's a strong desire to speak from this person's side. Almost as if there's a desire to explain themselves with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is an energy that speaks clearly and stands up for themselves, justifies things. I feel like this person kind of potentially could have known, especially if this is a person, if person B is someone who caused some kind of issue or rift, they've come to understand something and know something, and now they want to be able to communicate and either defend themselves or fight with words for something, because now it's almost as if this person now understands something that they didn't understand before about this connection, or about a particular situation that happened. Sometimes you can kind of come to realizations after the fact, and I feel like this person, especially if it was heated, this person was not going to come to terms with what the other person was saying. Not this one, no. But given time, I feel like now this person's come to some realizations, and now they're ready to talk and communicate, and they want a chance almost to defend themselves. So let's talk about how these two people perceive each other. Let's start with person A. I feel like Person A with this Hermit energy, I feel like person A feels like person B over here has completely pulled back from the connection in a way. And that may have prompted their energy. Because I feel like person A also feels like person B has some learning to do. Almost this energy of you need to learn how to treat me. You need to learn that. I really feel like person A feels like person B truly needs to gain some kind of knowledge before pursuing this strongly. I feel that very strongly. But I also feel like for some of you, person A perceives person B as someone who's completely pulled back from this connection, is not investing. And it feels like they weren't investing enough anyway, because this person is pulled back a little bit of their energy. Now, person B perceives person A as the Knight of Swords. This person knows person A is either angry, unhappy. The Knight of Swords is a person who can go on the verbal attack. I feel like person B feels like person A is pissed off at them, unhappy with them, and if they approach person A the wrong way, they're gonna hear it. They're gonna hear it earful. And I think that's, and I also feel like this person wants to communicate, but they wonder if person A is still angry or still pissed off at them. Now let's talk about how these two perceived each other in the past. I feel like what's interesting here, for person A, they get the Judgment card. So I feel like strongly that there's a group of you where person A feels like this person keeps coming back. They feel like person B keeps messing up with this Judgment card, because the Judgment card talks about reliving something or resurrecting something. And I feel like person A may feel like person B's behavior it has become too repetitive with the Judgment card. For others, it is that person A feels like person B is someone who they'd want to give an opportunity to, a second chance to, but they felt like they wanted to give this person to have, they want this person to have an opportunity to be in their life, but they also understand that they have to make the decision themselves of whether they're willing to deal with something about person B. It could be their behavior, it could be their personal situation, the way they communicate, it could be something. I feel like communication is very, very, it's been a real challenge here, because I feel like with this King of Swords here, this person A was doing a lot more of the communicating in the past. Now person B perceived person A in the past as the Seven of Wands. So it's, the Seven of Wands can talk about overcoming an obstacle, but it can also talk a little bit about having to fight something off and rejection. I feel like whatever's happened between these two, I feel like person B felt the brunt of person A's ire, for sure. I feel like person B, and it came out of nowhere for this person. Sometimes I feel like for person B, they can get so caught up in what's going on in their life, and there's a little bit of a selfish energy, right, with the Six of Wands, right? They're used to getting some kind of attention and not having to put a lot out. And I feel like for person A, they got kind of fed up with that energy, and they expressed it, and they could have potentially expressed it very harshly or very directly, and it caught this person here, person B, off guard, and they felt like they had to be put on the defense. They felt like they were being attacked, rightfully so, or not, but that's kind of how they perceived it. Now let's talk about the present kind of doubts and fears between these two. I feel like for person A, their fear is being naive with the Fool energy here. I feel like they don't want, especially if this has been a cycle they've revisited with this person, or if they've given this person chances in the past. I feel like person A is more concerned with, I just don't want to be naive, and I don't want to step back into a situation that can be potentially harmful for me, or that I'm not going to get what I want out of it. I also feel like this person kind of doubts that if they do take a risk in trying to pursue this connection again, that risk level's high. I really feel like they feel like the risk level in getting either back involved or continuing this, person A feels like the risk level's high. Now for person B, their doubts and fears is the Page of Pentacles. I feel such a timid energy here. Like this person feels scared to offer even the smallest thing with this Page of Pentacles energy, because the Page of Pentacles offers something solid and stable, but it's still their page, right? They're starting out at kind of like that entry level. And I feel like this person almost as if they want to extend an olive branch to person A, but they may feel like what they are willing to give at this point is not going to be enough with this Page of Pentacles energy. I also feel like for this person, they could feel like what they're ready to offer right now isn't going to be received well by person A. Almost as if I just feel this energy with this being in the doubts and fears, that they want to offer this, but they feel like, this may not be enough. Especially if they've caused a lot of harm in the past in this connection, they may feel like this may not be enough. Now, the external influences here are very interesting, because I feel like for person A, this person could be doing, have some upcoming travel that may affect this connection. They may be, if there is any distance, I don't feel it, but for some people there could be. They may be traveling to go see this person, but what I really feel is they're going to be very busy in their life, whether that includes travel or work or whatever it is, and they're going to be very, very busy in other areas of their life. It's going to help them kind of take the focus off this connection for a little while. I also feel like this person may get interest, right, with this Eight of Wands energy. Someone may be expressing some kind of interest. Either they may get a message on the internet, because this talks about messages, so text messages, things like that. They may be receiving messages from somebody else outside of this person that's expressing some interest in them, and it's it may affect how, which direction they go here. Now for person B, the external influence for them is the Two of Pentacles. I could say right off the bat that either this person is also kind of trying to balance a lot in their life. That's one way I can read it. The other way is that and I feel like these two are connected, because I think what they're willing to offer is Page of Pentacles energy, small, but still stable. But I feel like they're still weighing some options here. And if this person B, has other people that they were seeing, or someone else that's interested in them, there's the potential for them to kind of weigh whether this connection is the one that they want to go with. They could also put in some energy in trying to balance what's going on in their life with this connection for some people as well. But there's definitely this energy of a lot, for both people, a lot's going on in their lives. I feel like for this person though, yeah, with this Page of Pentacles energy, I feel like they're going to try to do what they can to kind of keep this connection going, because even though they're not really ready to give a lot, they're not ready to give up their other pentacle, and they're not willing to give this person up at this point either. So let's talk about the future of this connection, right? The near future, what's coming up. And we've got the King of Rods here. So what's interesting is that I feel like there's clearly going to be some kind of communication here. Even though I feel like this person is going to be kind of pulling back a little bit of their energy, this person's going to be wanting to communicate, but they still haven't decided exactly what it is they want with this other energy. But what I feel like in the near future with this King of Rods, the King of Rods is very passionate, goes after what he wants. He communicates very, very clearly. And I feel like the King of Rods is very sexual, passionate energy. I will tell you that the attraction between these two people, it's not going to subside anytime soon. These two people are still going to be very, very drawn to each other with this King of Rods energy. There's still going to be the potential for a passionate connection between these two. Even if the communication hasn't been great, even if one's pissed at the other, the King of Rods can, sometimes talk about, especially if there's been some friction, it can talk about makeup sex. It can talk about just passionate reconnection. These two people, they're not going to be leaving each other alone anytime soon because they're so drawn to one another. You could be also dealing with the Pisces. I feel like, yeah, because the Hangman energy is energy that's not moving, right? It's stagnant. This connection isn't going anywhere for now. It's not moving. Even if someone is trying to push it away, this connection isn't going anywhere for now. The passion is going to remain. The way it's going to be very difficult to try to fight this off in the very near future. There's a potential for the lust factor and the attraction factor is going to keep these people tied together for a little bit longer here, for sure. So I hope that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.